In this video, you'll find out about the agreement between Andrzej Sapkowski, the author of the Witcher novels, and CD Projekt Red, the Polish game maker that created the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss our next video. We cover the Witcher games and the Witcher Netflix series, as well as other fantasy TV series such as The Vikings. So, Andrzej Sapkowski has had a legal dispute with CD Projekt Red since 2017. While CD Projekt Red has said that they have been close to settling their dispute with the Polish author, in recent interviews, Andrzej Sapkowski said that they had still not reached a deal. And December 20th, 2019, the date of the series premiere, CD Projekt Red announced a new deal on their website. I think this is a good deal for gamers, and hopefully it's a good deal for the author. Unfortunately, there are some drawbacks for other Witcher fans in this deal potentially. Since Sapkowski has announced his litigation in 2017, there's been a cloud over CD Projekt Red's continuing development of the Witcher games. And indeed, CD Projekt Red has not produced a AAA Witcher game since 2015, with the last major update to that game in 2016, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. That game by far is the most popular game that CD Projekt Red has produced, but without the rights to produce the games, or disputed rights, that made production of Witcher 4 very difficult. Although CD Projekt Red has said that the Witcher games were a trilogy and Witcher 3 left Geralt at very much an end point or a near retirement point, there still is a lot of ground to cover about the time before the Witcher games, because the Witcher games take place during the years after the books ended. So the books, in this sense, are a prequel to the Witcher games, and that leaves fertile ground for CD Projekt Red to make a game that covers the adventures of Geralt before Witcher 1. Andrzej Sapkowski reportedly signed away the rights to the Witcher games to Metropolis Software, which was eventually bought out by CD Projekt Red, and then also later CD Projekt Red in 2008, according to Eurogamer interview with the author, for just a few $1,000s and no rights to royalties. But Polish law prevents creative works creators from not getting fair royalties. And even though he signed away the rights to them, he still may be entitled to them under Polish law. And he was suing for 5 to 15% of the profits at one point. The terms of the deal between CD Projekt Red and the Witcher author Andrzej Sapkowski were not announced, although they did have some details about the types of rights that CD Projekt Red may hold after the December 20th, 2019 deal. This is what CD Projekt Red wrote on their website. CD Projekt, the creators of the Witcher series of games and upcoming role-playing game Cyberpunk 2077, together with Andrzej Sapkowski, the author of the Witcher books, would like to inform that today both parties signed an agreement further solidifying their relationship. We've always admired Mr. Andrzej Sapkowski's works, a great inspiration for the team here at CD Projekt Red, says Adam Kaczynski, president and joint CEO of CD Projekt. I believe today's marks a new stage in our continued relationship, Kaczynski concludes. The agreement satisfies and fully clarifies the needs and expectations of both parties, past and present, and sets out a framework for the future cooperation between the two sides. The agreement grants CD Projekt new rights as well as confirms the company's title to the Witcher intellectual property in video games, graphic novels, board games, and merchandise. End of the press release. In a statement to their investors in their semi-annual press release in 2019, the creators of the Witcher game, CD Projekt Red, said that they were moving to a dual franchise model by which they would develop both the Witcher games and the Cyberpunk 2077 properties, indicating to many that a Witcher 4 game was in the works. as someone that has tried to buy their merchandise, I'm a little bit hesitant about CD Projekt Red having the rights to all the merchandise of the Witcher books. For one thing, their store is only recently was available to folks in North America. And since most of their sales are to North America, it seems very odd that they would not have a store there. But quite frankly, their offerings are pretty poor. So, for instance, they push their Gwent card game quite a bit, but good luck trying to find a Gwent card deck anywhere in their merchandise. They don't sell them. They were given away, but you can only find them on eBay. Or, for instance, if you wanted to buy a Geralt figurine, good luck finding a figurine that looks like him in Witcher 3 games. You could buy him as a samurai warrior, but that will cost you through the nose. So if CD Projekt Red is actually running the merchandise for all the Witcher stories, that also probably means that we will not be getting a Henry Cavill Geralt figurine either, which seems really a pity. I'm not convinced that CD Projekt Red can manage the merchandise as well as any other company, and not necessarily as well as Netflix could have done it. So I'm hopeful that they will make better efforts to make their products more available and less of a niche product and of more of a mass market product that will appeal to many gamers and many watchers of the show instead of very hardcore fans who live in Europe. All right, I'm Linus Wilson. Subscribe to our channel. We cover the Witcher games and the Witcher Netflix series and other fantasy TV. Good luck on the path.